Chris, that must be difficult to take.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Especially after the first half, we started really well and to get 3 up, and it was unfortunate the own goal. There was a foul in the build-up as well, which we didn't get, but that's football, and I suppose we rode our luck a few times. Obviously, Foz had to save the penalty. He's made a couple of good saves as well, but that's why he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. You need to rely on him sometimes, and he definitely came up with the goods today. But I'd say we're disappointed we couldn't hold on, but we gave one of the better sides in the league a good run for the money today, and we should take a lot of positives out of the game. But I think towards the end we had a few tired bodies out there as well, and myself included, obviously after a few weeks out. So it's disappointing that we couldn't see it out. But taking the win last week and a point today, if somebody to give you that 2 weeks ago, you'd have probably taken it. But under the circumstances, being 3-0 up, we're disappointed we haven't come away with all 3.
3-0 at home with the Hawthorns bouncing, you must have felt that you were going to be able to see the game out from that point.
Yes and no, I suppose. I think when you go 3 up, you're always sort of worried about who gets the next goal. You go 2 up, especially, and then to get the third one too. And, we should really see the game out. But Spurs have got some good players, and on their day they can cause you problems. And the second half, especially, they caused us problems, and we just couldn't hang on.
How important is it to put this point in context, given the nature of the opposition?
Yeah, of course. I think before the game, if somebody giving you a point, you might have taken it. But it was a home game. You got to target your home games and try and win them. And we definitely showed enough today that we can win these games. But obviously, as a team, we didn't defend well enough in the second half, especially. And if we sort of we invited a lot of pressure in the second half, and eventually they were going to get one. And then once they got one, it was obviously going to be all hands to the pump. And unfortunately, we couldn't hold out.
Is it about finding the balance now between the good start that was made in the first half and then maybe sitting a bit deep in the second half?
Yeah, yes and no, but to start so well and to go so quickly at the start, you've got to obviously expend a lot of energy, and I think we did that in the first half. And having said that, we were 3-0 up, and Foz saved the penalty. He's made a couple of good saves as well. Like, it wasn't 3-0 up and cruising; it was 3-0 up, and we relied on Ben to make some good saves as well. So Spurs were never out of the game at 3-0. They had some good chances, and I think that's the disappointing part from our point of view. As a team, we should be defending better, especially when we've got a lead like that. But that's football. It's West Brom. Obviously, we never do things the easy way. So we've got a tough game next week to look forward to. But if we can get something like that, it'll be a massive result. So we've got a few days to prepare for it now, and then we look forward to the last few games and see if we can get over the line. As
a club, we tend to do things that are a little unlikely at times. Is there any reason we can't go and get something from Man City?
No, of course not. Obviously you've got to go there and try and get something. You don't just write it off as a game that you can't get anything out of. But obviously they're looking at winning titles, and we're looking at staying up. So everybody's got something to play for, and we know how good a side they are. But I haven't said that Hawthorns. In the last 15 minutes we give them a game, and we run them close in the end of it. But it's going to be tough, and we're going to have to defend really well next week. So we'll see what happens.
With 5 games remaining, how confident are you that we've got enough to stay up?
Yeah, of course you've got to be confident. We've seen in the first half, especially today, we've got plenty to offer. But obviously we've got to get over the line, and the results, you can never rely on people the results around you. A couple have probably gone against us today again, but our goal difference isn't too bad at the minute. So that's obviously a positive we've got on our side. But the game, it's still in our hands. We're outside the bottom 3, and if we can do what we can out of our games, we'll stay there.